The main one being, okay, wait, I'm gonna, tighter spread, ramp over time. Okay, all right. Got it. Okay, let's try it then, let's try it. Let's just try it. Wait, I can't see. Oh, it's this one, I think. Yeah, this one's gonna be the lower spread. But they look super similar to each other. It's gonna be pretty difficult to... Oh yeah, oh yeah, I see. Couldn't they have made it like look a little more different? Like they look almost exactly the same. First thing, let's just keep with the screen, okay? The bezels on the screen are abysmal, all right? Basically, my biggest complaint about the design of the actual console, the goddamn bezels are gigantic for some reason. They're absolutely insanely gigantic, and that's one thing that I really was like, holy shit. I haven't seen bezels this large in years. In an age where most phones have like completely, not completely, but mostly bezel designs, you just see that it feels like a device from like 2014. So yeah, that's one thing about the screen. Like if they made them smaller and made the screen maybe even a tiny bit larger, that'll be awesome. All right, but yeah, as it stands, the bezels are by far my biggest complaint about the goddamn design. Okay, here we go. Another thing that I think is like really a weird decision is the HDMI output. All right, because the console is like, oh, we have HDR 120 hertz VRR capabilities, and you're like, damn, that's so good. Finally a VRR console from Nintendo. That's pretty epic. Until you realize the VRR works only on the screen and not when you actually connect it to a TV, because it doesn't have an HDMI 2.1 port, but only an HDMI 2.0 port. So you're not getting VRR when you are actually docking it. What? Why? And also you're not getting 4K 120 Hz, but let's be just perfectly honest. How many games on the Switch will run at 4K 120 Hz? Okay. Just yeah, not many, so that's fine. Like that's pretty fine. But not having the VRR capabilities when you dog the Switch, when you have them on the actual console, just feels extremely dumb. Handheld mode? No, it does have it in handheld mode. It has it only in handheld mode because the screen is VRR, but the HDMI port is not. Then therefore you can't get VRR from the HDMI ports because it's an HDMI 2.1 feature. Which I just do not understand. Like that's one thing that I just do not understand. Why would they do that? Yeah, the full restore was really helpful here. Okay, good. No armor. No armor. Epic. Absolutely epic. I'm gonna take the rocket launcher out. Oh, God. Okay, this is bad. This is getting really bad. This is getting... Ah, God damn it. Okay, I have a life station. Right. Okay, gaming. Absolute gaming. I really want to kill that dude. Oh, my God. Go! Alright, it's not over. It's not over. And I'm burning. And I'm burning. And I'm basically dying. And I'm dying. And I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna die. I think I did kill myself there. Although it was like pretty close. Maybe he killed me too. Okay, let's just switch on the rocket launcher. But yeah, that's one thing. That's probably the most baffling design decision of the entire console to me. That I do not understand all that. I can understand like why they would not have an OLED screen because it would be too expensive. Like, okay, I'm fine. I'm genuinely fine with that. All right, I will, but not now. Not now, Kiera. I really do not have time for that. Oh, finally. Okay, go. Okay, I can have time at least for the hydration. Okay, good. But I find it absolutely inexcusable to not have the HDMI 2.1 port to allow VRR on TV. And 4K 120 Hz. Because yes, most games are not gonna reach it, but some indie games, you know, some small indie games like 2D could easily do that. Well, they can't. It's limited to 1440p. because they did not put an HDMI 2.1 port on the console. But, and this is the most like baffling decision from this, they include an HDMI 2.1 cable in the box. Okay, let me just write. Yeah, they put an HDMI 2.1 cable in the box, but the console cannot do it. Why? Like, that I do not understand. I do not understand that whatsoever.
Good boy.
Thank you. So yeah, that is by far the most baffling decision in Switch 2. I cannot find like a good reason for it or a good excuse for it when they actually did include a 2.1 cable in the box. But the console can't really use it fully for some reason. That's weird. That's weird. That's really weird. With that being said, I think Switch 2 is gonna be great still. Like, the fact that it has DLSS and ray tracing is gonna carry it a lot, especially DLSS. The fact that it has DLSS is just gonna carry it so hard. It's just gonna carry it so much harder than like the Steam Deck, which has FSR, which is far worse than DLSS. It's just gonna carry it a lot. It was cheaper than the 2.0. Definitely, no, it would definitely be more expensive, but I don't think it would be that much more expensive. Like, especially if they included the cable, which the 2.1 cables, like 2.1 HDMI cables, are expensive as shit. The 2.1 cables are really expensive. Like, they're way more expensive than 2.0. So that doesn't make any sense. They're way more expensive than 2.0 cables. So I don't know why they included that cable when the console can't even do it. I mean, it's nice to have another one. It's nice to have another one if I want to connect like the PS5 or my like GPU to it or something. That is pretty helpful. But for the Switch, it's useless, and it's more expensive. So I have no idea why they included that. No clue. And yeah, DLSS, huge bug, okay, and it works really well. There is a demo for DLSS in the welcome tour. There is a demo for DLSS. It looks great. And there's also a demo for VRR, and honestly, somehow Nintendo made the best demos for DLSS and VRR that I've ever seen. You just look at those demos like, finally, anyone who can see these demos will be like, okay, I get it. But the problem, oh yeah, because they actually like let you play around with it, like move around, like what part is upscale, what part is not upscale. With VRR, they allow you to change perfect like FPS counters, and like, okay, VRR off, VRR on this FPS, like the variable FPS, and you can see it stutter, and then you turn VRR and it's not stuttering. I'm like, god damn. Anyone who's gonna see that demo will be like, okay, I finally understand why VRR is so important and so good. I mean, the problem is that it's attached to a game that no one will probably buy because they'll be like, oh yeah, it's really bad and really useless. But it has a lot of like really good stuff in it. It genuinely does. I really do believe that it's a fantastic tech demo, including some really fun minigames, and I think it's 1000% worth the asking price. I may be in the minority, of course, because the reviews don't like it too much. But I think it's actually... Ooh, hello. But I think it's actually pretty fun. I had fun the entire time. They allow you to get like inside of the console. You can see exactly how the circuit boards are put together. You can see a lot of the design decisions that they made, and a lot of the hardships that they had with design in the console. There's a lot of information there. It's really good in my opinion. But most people aren't gonna see that. And especially for the VRR, I think it's a really big shame, because that thing is really, really, really helpful. Okay. Now, with that being said, I think there's like one more, like pretty bad thing about the Switch that I'm very concerned about, and that is the battery. Because holy hell, this thing eats up the battery like crazy. I don't have like exactly, where is the buffer? Like there's supposed to be like someone who's buffing them. Like I don't have no idea where, oh, he's already over here. Because I don't have like exact numbers, but I have like the battery saver on, so the battery never gets charged up onto more like 90%. But even with that, okay, even with that, I took it off today from the dock, And it had like, I don't know, like 86%, right? Like it's like 86%. I played some Mario Kart. And for how long did I play? I don't know. But I think it was probably for like maybe 2 hours, maybe less, okay? And I looked at the battery and it was at 27. And I'm like, okay, that's not really great, is it? So yeah, it does a lot, it has a lot of power. The Switch is pretty powerful. And I think this is the part where you can really see that it is very powerful. Where is the buffer? Where did he go? Yeah, it's not a weak battery. Okay, the problem is that it's really powerful. And yeah, it's gonna suck out the battery like crazy. Although it has a 5,200 milliamp hour battery, which that's like a phone battery. Like phones have that battery. It's not a huge battery. Like most like flagship, not even flagship, like most Android phones, they have that kind of battery. Some of them even larger. And they are definitely less powerful than the Switch, at least some of them. So yeah, I don't know how the battery life will be. I will definitely be checking it out, especially after I take out the Switch when we go somewhere. Because when it's here, I can't really track it, but when you actually go to like a trip, that's when I'll really truly see how bad it's gonna be. But yeah, for now, I think the battery might be a slight disappointment for some people. Because it feels that it's completely eating up through it. So yeah, this might be a sort of thing where you probably will want to get a power bank when you're going to be going somewhere. Because, yeah, it's pretty powerful. And another thing, like, it's really, it runs super hot when it's in the dock. Like, I played the Switch to Welcome Tour docked. FPS options? No, it's a console. Kiara, it's a console. Consoles don't have stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I was supposed to go here. Oh. It's a console. They don't have stuff like that. Because consoles usually people buy for ease of use, you know? They're not really people who want to be tinkering with individual settings all the time. They just want to get something, turn it on, play a game. Maybe you can have like 2 different options, right? Like quality or performance. And that's it, right? They don't care about like tinkering with FPS and stuff. It's a console, so it's not gonna have that. Auto turret. Okay. No, I like this one. I like this one. I like the Holy Swarm. I'm gonna keep that one. But holy hell, this thing runs hot when it's docked. I played the Switch to Welcome Tour for a few hours. And then because for a lot of the things, you need to take the Switch out of the dock because it's like using the screen for some demos. Oh wait, wait, I auto-equipped it. Okay, wait. Can I like re-equip it? I don't think I can re-equip it right now. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be doing this one then, for at least for a while. Go. And I took it out of the dock. That thing was freaking fuming. I just touched the bike. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is hot. And then I like put my face like in front of the vent at the top, and the air was just so goddamn hot. The fan was just zooming. I'm like, oh boy, that thing is really hot, isn't it? But they definitely went through a lot of testing to make sure it doesn't overheat. So I don't think it's gonna overheat necessarily, but boy, does it run hot. Depends on story. No, it's definitely gonna be okay. Like things are definitely like things this powerful because it basically has the power of a PS4 essentially. Estimated power of a PS4. So it's a pretty powerful thing. So it's gonna heat up. It is definitely gonna heat up. I just did not expect it to pull it. And it runs pretty cool when it's handheld mode. Like when I had it in handheld mode, it runs actually pretty damn cool. Like I touched the back, it's basically completely cool. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. But when it's docked and it's like pushing full power, it has an additional fan in the dock, by the way, to help with this. Then it can get pretty hot. Then it can actually get pretty hot. But again, that's normal for like consoles and stuff. It's just not really something that I expected from a Nintendo console necessarily, you know. I would definitely expect it from like a PS5, you know, Xbox or PC. I would expect that, but not from a Nintendo console. I'm not like worried that it's overheating. It was just surprising a little bit because I'm just not used to that. I'm definitely used to things running hot. I mean, you just need to put a face up to the exhaust of my PC when it's running at full power. Switch is not that warm. You'll be worried if you're not used to like powerful consoles. Then yeah, I can definitely imagine. But yeah, as someone who is definitely used to powerful consoles, yeah, I'm used to that, and it's perfectly normal. It's just that, you know, Nintendo consoles were not usually powerful at all. They were actually extremely underpowered, so they really didn't consume that much electricity. So yeah, now it's definitely different. But not in handheld mode. Like in handheld modes, it actually runs pretty okay. Like I can just play Mario Kart in handheld mode, and it's cool. Or maybe it's just the fact that the welcome tool is just extremely demanding. I found a way to deal with the big guy, by the way. You just need to stay close to him. Like, you stay close to him, he doesn't have a chance. Also, I would love to... Yeah, there we go, do that. Okay, throw the shield. Boop. Okay, I'm definitely getting better at the game. I feel like I'm definitely getting, like, slightly better. I'm not saying I'm good, but I'm definitely getting back into the groove of things. I don't think I even want this full heal on, but maybe I will still take it because there's like no other enemies at this point. Yeah, sure, let's take it. All right. Yeah, I'm yapping and destroying them. Yeah, we're just gonna be yapping about the Switch. Yeah, the Switch, I think it's great. I think it's really good. And also, I actually would recommend to buy the Welcome Tour. Okay, I would actually legitimately recommend you to buy the Welcome Tour. I think it's really good. Yeah, like if you... Yes, by chance a golden wallaby. If... Okay. Oh, chapter complete. If you like kept up with every single tiny bit of news and you really looked into like how the console is built and everything before that... Ooh, I missed that, but that's okay. Then I would say you probably won't get as much info. But as someone who was just like relatively knowledgeable about the Switch, like I knew what screen it's gonna have, I knew how the Joy-Cons will attach and stuff. For me, it was actually really, really interesting. Like, a lot of the insights are just really interesting to me. And just in general, like, the minigames. Some of the minigames are just super fun. Also hard as hell. Like, if you want to 100%... I did it again. I do it every time. If you want to 100% the game, then good luck. Good freaking luck, because... some of those 3 medal requirements are ridiculous. How much storage is left on your Switch 2? Probably a shit ton, considering the only games that I have downloaded are Mario Kart World and Pizza Tower that I wanted to play when we went to our trip in Romania in September last year, and I never even launched it. That's the only 2 games I have downloaded. So, but you mean I have 19 gigabytes? Excuse me. Yeah, those are the only 2 games that I have downloaded, so it's probably not gonna be very full. It's gonna be pretty empty. Oh my god, it's How to Train Your Dragon again!
We have to drive it back into that rig.
Let's go! Okay, I completely forgot how the fuck you play this.
Energy readings are all wrong.
Okay, you're supposed to... Yeah, it's gonna be dodging time again. Oh god, but I'm kinda not doing too well. Oh my god, I'm going really... Wait, am I doing it correctly? No, wait, I'm not dodging. Oh, there we go. Oh, you just, like, hit it really well. Okay. Okay. You just need to hit the dodge just, like, really well. I wasn't hitting them too well. That's the problem. Oh, okay, go here. Like, how can you fill up 256 gigabyte storage on the Switch? I genuinely don't understand that. I genuinely do. I mean, we did basically fill up the storage on our PS5, but then again, PS5 games are kind of a different caliber, you know. 100 gigabytes is like not even an exception. How was I supposed to get through that? Okay, kinda gaming. Come on, get him! Get him! Get him! There we go. Oh, you have all the games just downloaded at once. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. I never do that. Like, I never... Oh, God, that was really bad. Okay. Challenge complete. Nice.
Destroyed.
I was like, delete everything. Also, I have most games physical, which might not be the case for Switch 2, just because the games are actually cheaper when they're digital this time. At the same time, I do love to have cases on the shelf. It's one of the things, you know, just having cases on the shelf. I don't know, it just feels like it's just a nice decoration. You need to destroy Safi's tentacles. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Damn, poor Safi. She won't be able to use the tentacles on me anymore. Yeah, it does start to download the games, the digital games automatically. Yup, that... And the best part is, it transferred Safi's Pokemon saves. She didn't even want the saves transferred, but no, it just transferred them. I thought it would copy them. Like, I just thought that it would copy the save files, so they will be accessible on both the old and the new Switch, but that's not possible. That's actually not possible. Only one Switch can hold the data. So when you transfer data, some games don't copy. No, and I don't think any games do get copies. Because it did warn me. When I transferred them back to the original Switch, it did warn me that they will not be accessible on this one anymore. It is a little bit dumb. It's Nintendo. Like, it's a Nintendo way. It's and like, nothing that Nintendo does just can be done in a normal way. I'm really surprised that the game chat actually like works normally now. We don't even need an app. Like, damn, that's the most advancement I've seen from Nintendo of all time. You don't need your smartphone to chat with friends. That's awesome. I know that's pretty good. I do like that. Okay. Good. Second Safi tentacle destroyed. Local game share will work. Like, local game share will definitely work, just because I have experience with local game share ever since I used like Steam. I used it on Steam like 10 years ago, and it worked fine back then even. So that's very easy to do. How is game share gonna work when it's not gonna be local? That is a different question. But I never had any fear when it comes to the local stuff, because yeah, the latency is gonna be like nothing. Oh god, I think it's... Oh wait, kill it. Okay, I have no idea where the leader is. Yeah, she won't be able to do that anymore. It's gonna like a Cloud game. Yep. And yeah, I still don't like Cloud. I still don't like Cloud at all. I don't know, I'm just kind of a purist, you know. I'm always up for like playing games on original hardware. Like emulation, like I'll do it if there's like no other way to do it. But in general, I just like to play games on original hardware. And I don't care that it has like worse frame rates, like worse graphics, that I can upscale it to 4K or whatever. I don't know, it's just the feel is different. The feel is just different, you know, when you're playing on the original hardware. Same thing with physical games. I just feel that it's such a much better feeling when you actually like take out the physical thing and insert it somewhere. It just feels way more substantial than just clicking on a button to play the game. I don't know. It's just like a better experience for me. It just adds to the experience a little bit. Same reason why I still think like Blu-ray films are like pretty nice. Considering first of all, they look much better than anything you can get on any streaming platform. First of all, and second of all, it's just It's just better. Yeah, it's too bad that it's disappearing. It is too bad that it's disappearing. I don't like the fact that it's disappearing. Also, just in general, for game preservation, digital only is an absolute nightmare for digital preservation. Because, you know, when you actually have the game, you're gonna have the game forever. You know? And if the server's closed in like 30 years, the game is still gonna be there. You're still gonna be able to play it. And if it's digital, some games just get completely lost to time, never to be played again. And that sucks. That's horrible. Okay, give me the shotgun here. I mean, of course, if it's an online-only game, then of course there's like no other way around it. But that's kind of, you know, to be expected. Oh God, okay, well, I got slapped. I got slapped hard. But if it's a single-player game, you know, why do you think there was so much effort to try to save like the 3DS eShop games? Because, you know, they closed the shop. There's absolutely no way to like play these games ever again. Yeah, play old games, especially when it's on the original hardware. Like, legitimately, I do have. Like, I want to replay Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time because it's a game that I played quite a bit as when I was a kid. I don't remember anything from it, and I do have it here on PS2. And I also have like a PC version somewhere, but I think I kind of want to play the PS2 version just because of the nostalgia hit from like the old graphics, you know? Even though, as I said before, I grew up on PC. Everybody here grew up on PC. Sneaky Snake, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had an amazing stream yourself. What were you up to? Hopefully something very nice and cozy. Maybe not cozy. Maybe it was pretty high action. Well, maybe you're like me, but you're playing Doom and it's still cozy for some reason. Thank you for the raid. But I don't know, consoles in general, I feel have more nostalgia value for some reason. Like, I would much rather play an old game on a console than an old game on a PC. It just has, I don't know, it's just cozier. It's weird. I'm weird like that. It just has a cozier feeling for me. Does it make any sense? Probably not. But hey, that's just the way I am. I don't make sense. Get used to it, everybody. I mean, you're probably used to it at this point. If you're watching my stream for a while, I think you all know. I think you all know how it is. Also, you know how it is now. I'm kind of dying again. Oh, health point. Gimme. Okay, well, this is a really big problem. Like, there's like the Raider up there and the big boy. That's a really terrifying combo, honestly. I kind of want to like separate them somehow. Hi, hello. Thank you for the raid yet again. If you need to get some after the stream care, I totally get it. I know how hard it is after stream. You kind of just want to sit back and don't do anything. You are absolutely not obliged to stay. But if you want to, I will definitely try to provide as much entertainment and insightful commentary as I possibly can, even though I am probably incapable of doing that. However, I can still do my best. Okay, I have no ammo. Okay, I have the Impaler. Impaler is pretty good. Impaler is fine. Impaler is fine. Okay. Takes the PTSD. What did you play? What? Okay, they're getting a little concerned. What did you play? Oh God. Okay, that's not ideal. Easy Red 2. I don't know what that is. I do not know that game. What I do know is that I'm getting absolutely obliterated right now. And I'm kind of dying, and that's not ideal. And there's no more health packs, and that's okay. Okay, what was that noise? Okay, chat, ignore that fight. Ignore that noise, please. Okay. Somewhere about 2 day. Okay, that's much more understandable now. I would love to get health, but there's like no health packs anymore. Oh my God, there's like 50 billion enemies. Okay, they might give me health. Maybe they might give me health. Oh god. No, I got hit again. Okay, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Hello, could you give me some slack maybe? You know, you don't have to like completely destroy me now. That would be pretty cool. I would be pretty okay with that. No? Okay, sure. Damn, this is gonna be a hard fight. This is a pretty hard fight, I'm not gonna lie.